MAKATI Science High School's journey marks a breakthrough toward a culture of excellence. It continues to garner national and international distinctions that uplifted its morale as an excellent seat of learning for MAKATI's gifted. From its brilliant faculty and administration staff to the lively students it supports every day, MAKATI Science High School continually envelopes everyone under it with the atmosphere of confidence, perseverance, and filial love. As days pass by, each individual discovers his talents and abilities and learns to develop his self-confidence. And as the school's encouraging hand continues to bring out the best in him, he is able to show the world a lot more than just academic excellence. MAKATI Science High School furthers its progress in terms of new learning techniques, up-to-date educational materials, and high-end facilities. Learn from highly qualified and certified teachers in modern space. The school preserves its holistic and instructive experience while at the same time efficiently and effectively incorporates the latest trends in technology and education in the curriculum. It makes sure that students and faculty not only live by intelligence, but also by its core values, makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan, and makabansa. These four pillars serve as the foundation and motivation behind its aim for quality education. MAKATI Science High School has been and will always be walking on its road of success. As a response, the students themselves set the barrier, standards, and excel. Doing ordinary things extraordinarily well is their absolute goal. The school helps students to not only find their strengths in academics, but also for their passion and talents through numerous active organizations, clubs, and activities. MAKATI Science students help one another, especially those less privileged that are more prominent in the school's population. This just proves how the school provides an environment of equality and gender sensitivity despite the social status differences. MAKATI Science High School supplies our country outstanding and globally competitive students that outclass all others. This is the MAKATI Science High School today. Let us watch out for it tomorrow, for it will surely burst forth, shining a light that will guide the sons and daughters of MAKATI to success. You can be a part of all of this. Friday, July 16, we will witness a display of honor and academic excellence of the students for their efforts amidst the pandemic. So join us in celebrating the first ever virtual moving up and the second virtual graduation ceremony. Presented by the Makati Science High School.
Good afternoon and congratulations to the most recent completers of grade 10 from the Makati Science High School. My name is Rafael Manalo. I am a medical intern from the Philippine General Hospital, and I am an alumnus of Makati Science High School class 2012. First of all, I'd like to share the joy that you and your families feel in completing this milestone of your careers. The pandemic has been such a struggle for many of us and has forced us to adapt to so many learning styles just to digest all of that information. And yet, because you have studied at Makati Science, I am confident that you have learned a lot because of your teachers and professors who are really good teachers. And I can attest to that once being in your shoes several years ago, that they are one of the best in their respective fields. And so someday, many of you will complete the K-12 program and will go into the field of science, as is expected from many of you. Some will go into physics, some in mathematics, in engineering, chemistry, molecular biology or biology. Some will go into medicine or pharmacy, nursing, dentistry, and the other white colleges, while others will go into the social sciences such as political science, history, geography, library science, philosophy, or social welfare and development. And yet still others will go into fine arts, architecture, or sports science. But wherever you may go, because of your educational background and learning experience, I am confident you will be one of the best in your respective careers. And so as your future colleague, I only have one advice to give you, and that is to remember your past. To look at your teachers, your professors, and your parents as people who have been with you at your backs to help you develop yourselves. And as you grow in knowledge and wisdom in the future, I hope that you may not forget them, that you may appreciate them, and that you may not look down on them. Instead, that you may look at them as your colleagues, that you may walk with them hand in hand in improving this country of ours, the Philippines. And so again, mabuhay kayong lahat. Maligayang pagbati sa inyo, padayon, and I hope to see you soon.
Hello Batch 2021, congratulations to all of you. Last year, we were forced to see the world differently. Your last year in high school was spent away from adventure. Walang intrams, walang prods, walang jingle, and definitely less time to mingle with your crushes and your friends. Pero nung pinagkait o binawi sa atin yung mga bagay na hindi man lang natin ipinagpapasalamat noon, saka natin sila natutunang pahalagahan din. Life, leisure, freedom, time, savings, and family. And now that we've learned to appreciate what we still have, I want you to hug yourselves. Thank your family, friends, and teachers for helping you get to where you are today. To end Batch 2021, we're here because we've been given the privilege to study and to study for free. And in the spirit of honor and excellence as an scholar ng bayan, I challenge you to pay it forward. Because you don't have to be the best student of Makati Science to understand what it means to help your community, be it in money, service, or exercising your right to vote. For now, savor the moment, enjoy, sleep, Count your blessings and thank the Lord because you've made it to this day. Again, congratulations Batch 2021 to your teachers and to your parents. God bless us all.
Hello Class 2021. I am so honored to get the chance to greet you in your graduation ceremonies. I can only imagine what you've been through for the past year, so I'm offering my utmost respect and my most heartfelt congratulations for making it to this moment. However, instead of forgetting everything that you faced last year, I want you all to cherish them and learn from them so you can be better and stronger in the future. I also want to extend my regards to the faculty and staff for their tireless efforts to make everything possible this year. Things might not be as clear compared to the previous years, but as Taylor Swift once said, this pain wouldn't be forevermore. Once again, congratulations!
A year has passed since an appalling news shattered the busy life we have all been living for as far as we can remember. It stagnates almost all aspects of a regular day in our lives, and now it all seems irregular, uncertain, ambiguous. 2020 brings a totally new world, a world we are not prepared for. Unpredictability and changeability are words that describe the situation we have now as COVID-19 crisis continue to challenge our lives. We pushed ourselves to adapt, to cope. Indeed, a resilient nation able and guided by faith and by our determination to survive and thrive for a life worth living, for an education worthy of learning. The pandemic did not abate the burning passion of our hearts to learn and of our drive to serve. We were able to face the challenges of the school year 2020-2021 with valor. And despite all the uncertainties, one thing was certain. Education must happen now more than ever. And today, victory is ours to take. Indeed, we made education happen. We thrive as one and we learn as one. What was once a theme, now a reality. Sulong Edukalidad. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the fourth commencement exercise of Makati Science High School with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, the second virtual celebration. Today we are standing upon the brink of tomorrow, looking back into yesterday. We are going to celebrate the mettle of our students who showed not only academic brilliance, but also the fortitude to conquer the challenging Makati Science education even in this time of pandemic. Let us celebrate this momentous event, starting with the processional. Let us welcome the pillars of Makati Science High School. We'll start with our principal, Ma'am Eden M. Samadan, followed by the head teachers and coordinators, and our senior high school teachers. Let us welcome the graduating class of 2021. Starting with grade 12 Gisette Leo with their advisor, Ms. Diane Ramil. Grade 12, Fidel Mundo with their advisor, Ms. Michelle Yaki. Grade 12 Bienvenido Nebres with their advisor, Ms. Jenny Olinares. Grade 12 Eduardo Casuping with their advisor, Ms. Shane B. Comoca. Grade 12 Gregorio Zara with their advisor, Miss Melody Itawi. Let us show our difference by standing still as we participate in the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the doxology and the singing of Makati March.
Bayang magiliw, perles ng alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting sa manlulupig. Di ka masisiin sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit ng baha. May dilag ang tula at awit sa maglayang minamahal. Ang islap ng watawan mo'y tagumpay na naglilingin. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na walhating pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa pilihan. Aming dinala ng pagmay mayabi, ang pamamay ng dahil saya.
All these pieces broken and scattered, mercy gathered, mended and whole.
Empty-handed, but not forsaken. I've been set free. I've been set free.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you now. saves a wretch like me. How once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you now.
Oh, I can see the love in your eyes.
Laying yourself down,
Raising up the broken to life. Pagmamahal sa Makati, bayan na pinagpala, tahanan ng mga malalaya na may pagtingin sa bansa. Liwat puso nga namin sa Makati bibigay. Tawid isip tayo, itaguyod na natin ang magandang simulain, ang magpapaunlad ng bayan. O Makati na aming mahal, dalan mo'y tatanghal. O Makati, mahalin natin ito. Tawid isip tayo, itaguyod na natin ang magandang simulain, ang magpapaunlad ng bayan. O Makati na aming mahal, dalan mo'y tatanghal. O Makati, mahalin natin ito.
6 years ago, the Makati Science High School welcomed a batch of elementary graduates from different public and private schools in Metro Manila for a slot in the freshman level. Out of a close to 1,000 test takers who hurdled the thought-provoking entrance examination, only the top applicants were accepted. For the past 6 years, they have studied a wide range of competencies, gathering and assimilating knowledge that has covered varied fields of interest. The current crisis challenged the graduating class of 2021, but the burning passion and determination to survive and continue learning did not falter up to this time. Honored guests, esteemed faculty and staff, dear students and parents, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Again, welcome to the 4th commencement exercise of Makati Science High School with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, the second virtual celebration. To set the tone for this afternoon celebration, may we call in one of the graduating students of Class 2021. From Grade 12 Bio, let us all welcome Marie Victorine Bueno as she encapsulates a great educational journey.
What a journey it has been. 6 years of trials, tribulations, triumphs have led to this day. Fellow students, today we are reminded of the hard work, sacrifice, and endurance behind our individual success. We also look back at the challenges that developed our solidarity, tenacity, and adaptability as Batch 2021. Today, after overcoming adversity, tests of character and strength, We finally end a huge chapter of our lives to embark upon a new path. Today is closure. This virtual ceremony is not how most of us dreamt of graduating high school. In fact, before the year 2020, I myself envisioned that on the last day of classes, I would line up at the school canteen, have a conversation with Kuya Guard, and walk the halls of Makati Science High School. Unfortunately, that won't be happening today. On the bright side, future generations, maybe your little brothers and sisters, will be able to do all these. And for that, we have our mentors and frontline workers to thank. Let us remember that it is their sacrifice that allow us to be present here today. We are all privileged to have been able to continue our education despite the dramatic losses and social disruption that our nation is currently facing. Whatever merits we receive today, they were not obtained through our efforts alone, but through the sagacity of our administrators and teachers, the assistance of our families and friends, and the grace of our Almighty Father. Today is a day of gratitude. Today is a thank you. Dear batchmates, we celebrate this momentous event physically apart, and soon we will be taking on our separate ways. Maybe one day we will cross paths, and maybe we won't. Regardless, my mind is at ease just knowing that people like you exist. Here at my second home, I met exceptional young minds, and I have never been immersed in a group as brilliant. As students at the time of a pandemic with fewer responsibilities, I learned that we did not dodge a catastrophe. In truth, we are learning from it. And so, when it is our turn to lead and we are faced with a crisis as devastating as the COVID-19 pandemic, I am certain we will serve just as well or even better than those who serve today. For that reason, I must say, the future looks bright. Ladies and gentlemen, today is not just closure. Today is not just a thank you. Today is a promise. Dear Principal Eden F. Samadan, school administrators, teachers, guests, parents, and friends, I am honored to welcome you all to the commencement exercises of Batch 2021, a symbol of hope. This is our promise that we will always be grateful towards Makati Science High School. Our promise that we will fulfill our duty to the nation's people. Our promise that we will keep in mind that greatness is not what we have, but what we give. And our promise that your guidance and support are not in vain. Because from here, we march forward, only forward. Thank you very much and a pleasant morning to you all.
Thank you, Marie, for sharing a wonderful picture of the 6 years of high school journey, which shows that the batch 2021 are resilient and progressive. Those sleepless nights and undertaking you have completed, these experiences mark an emblem of excellence in your footprint as you prepare for the bright future you have tomorrow in the next step in an exciting college life. Today, we look back into a year's virtual experience and we stand firm upon a full view of a great tomorrow. We are going to celebrate the determination of our students who exemplified academic brilliance and willpower to surmount the challenges in their educational quest from face-to-face to virtual. Today, we are standing upon the brink of tomorrow, looking back into yesterday. We are going to celebrate the mettle of our students who showed not only academic brilliance, but also the fortitude to conquer the challenging Makati Science education even in this time of pandemic. And now, the most significant moment in every graduation ceremony has come, the presentation of the strong-willed and determined candidates for graduation. The presentation of the candidates for graduation will be led by our principal at Makati Science High School, Ma'am Eden F. Samadan. This will be followed by the acceptance and confirmation by the Schools Division Superintendent of SDO Makati, Ma'am Cardine S. Cedilla, Sese.
Ms. Cardine S. Cedilla, Sese, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Schools Division of Makati. I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for school year 2020-2021 of Makati Science High School, composed of 114 young men and 99 young women, a total of 213 graduating students. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for the secondary curriculum of the K-12 Basic Education Program prescribed by the Department of Education, Republic of the Philippines. May I therefore request for the confirmation of their graduation.
By the authority vested in me by the Department of Education as Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Makati, and with the certification of your school head that you have all successfully completed the academic requirements as prescribed by the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum of the Department of Education for school year 2020-2021, I now confirm your graduation. Congratulations!
Thank you, Ma'am Cedilla. Your message will surely be an echo of hope and an armor of encouragement for the graduates to pursue and to be invigorated on their journey in this new normal in education. Indeed, this is one of the memorable events to our graduating batch, one of the unique and gracious way of celebrating a milestone in the life of our graduating class 2021. With our strong pillars at SDO Makati, our graduates will surely thrive and survive the challenges that this pandemic brings. Again, thank you, Ma'am Cardine Cedilla. And to the batch 2021, congratulations, graduates! After 6 years of hard work and dedication, it is about time to reward your commitment towards education. This is the time for you to reap the fruits of your efforts, a momentous event of your high school life, the moment where you receive your diploma. Diploma is not just a piece of paper. To our graduates, it is a mark, an emblem of 6 years of challenges, fun, exciting learning experience of the students, may it be face-to-face or virtual. Graduates, it is now time to get hold of the blueprint of your future. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the graduates of Makati Science High School Batch 2021. To start with, we call in the advisor of Grade 12 Josette Rio, Ms. Diane Ramil.
It is my honor to present to you the graduates of 12 Josette Rio of Makati Science High School under Science and Technology, Engineering and Mathematics stream. First in line, Giancarlo B. Alam with high honors. Chris Anthony N. Buntan with high honors. Juan Miguel N. Caparas with high honors. Rainier Ian C. Cristobal with high honors. Dre D. David with high honors. Justine Emery B. Danesa with high honors. Carl Limuel P. Ermita with high honors. Francis Troy C. Fabregas with honors. John Donnell T. Gafford with high honors. Sebastian D. Hamero with high honors. Matt Charmush P. Lasam with high honors. Luke Gabriel D. Pagaitan with high honors. Ray Meshach D. Ragas with high honors. Ilden Andrew R. Riola with high honors. Jason P. Rodriguez with honors. James M. Rosario with high honors. Nino A. Sabihon with high honors. Bernard Tristan B. Santa Maria with high honors. Art James Simon B. Sian with high honors. Mark Andre B. Soriano with high honors. Kiel Sam V. Talosig with high honors. Giancarlo Gabriel T. Trani with high honors. Chase G. Villarreal with high honors. Bly Fortius C. Villegas with high honors. Nicole Angela L. Allegro with high honors. Eliana May G. Andres with honors. Marie Victorian L. Bueno with high honors. Marian Joy C. Cortez with high honors. Charlize P. De La Cruz with high honors. Naomi Rachel D. Tala with honors. Justine Rain D. Domingo with honors. Judel Clarice E. Gaza with high honors. Angel Ann S. Isok with high honors. Alexandria Luis T. Martinez with honors. Leticia P. Mendoza with honors. Yasmin L. Morales with honors.
Lian Angel L. Posas.
Sergi L. Ramos with high honors. Francine Alexis G. Ribuca with highest honors. Trisha K. A. Roque with high honors. Trisha Kate S. Rosario with high honors. Christine G. Saldivar with high honors. Julia Marie O. Saulon with high honors.
Yesha D. Yumul with honors.
Congratulations, graduates!
This time, let's call in the advisor of Grade 12 Fed El Mundo, Ms. Michelle Yakit.
It is my honor to present the graduates of Grade 12 Fed El Mundo of Makati Science High School, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics track. First in line, Gabriel Angelo E. Arinto with high honors. R. Jordan G. Bunayo with high honors. Alfonso Luis C. Duque with high honors. Adrian Paul C. Famatid with high honors. Carl Timothy P. Fernandez with high honors. Angelo Luis A. Flores with high honors. Patrick Arden C. Fulo with high honors. John Allen G. Furio with high honors. John Zander R. Giang with honors. Jeremy Neil R. Gimari with high honors. Sage Terry D. Gutlay with high honors. Ariel Robert Jr. C. Hermoso with high honors. Humphrey B. Havilio with honors. Carl Lawrence T. Lontac with high honors. Cypher Madrideo with high honors. Ronaldo Miguel C. Manlapig with high honors. John Kenneth L. Mohar with high honors. Christopher John F. Mondehar with high honors. Kurt James M. Kiambao with high honors. Doroteo Kian S. Rebustilio, with honors. Noli Ian Lester Remudaro, with high honors. John Christian M. Cederio, with honors. Kian Paulo D. Villar, with honors. Grace Kelly D. Abarquez, with high honors. Roshan Q. Bakud, with high honors. Agatha Marie S. Bequilio, with high honors. Nadine Franz S. Borromeo, with high honors. Althea Marie B. Buenaobra, with honors. Sandra A. Carlos, with high honors. Princess Yasmin O. Caudilla, with high honors. Krisha Ann E. Chan, with high honors. Althea Sofia B. Espejo, with high honors. Abigail B. Hechanova, with high honors. Jan Caitlin M. Inta, with high honors. Maria Zoina D. Lapay, with high honors. Roslyn C. Mariano, with high honors. Jenny Rose L. Merculio, with high honors. Clarence May G. Monserrate, with high honors. Rayan Princess J. Palentinos, with high honors. Jocelyn R. Recto, with high honors. Anya Winona H. Reyes, with high honors. Ruth May O. Tubongbanwa, with high honors. Princess Daniel C. Yamba, with high honors. Congratulations.
Now let's call on the advisor of Grade 12, Bienvenido Nebres, Miss Jenny Olinares.
It is my honor to present to you the graduates of Grade 12, Bienvenido Nebres of Makati Science High School under Science and Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand. First in line, Xavier Jonathan R. Badong, with high honors. Carlos Victor E. Bakiran, with high honors. Marold Ivan R. Belen, with high honors. David Rafael B. Bobis, with high honors. Adrian Mark S. Borja, with high honors. Claude Argel M. Borleo, with high honors. Jayus Otniel F. Cabotino, with honors. Angelo Josh L. Quaresma, with highest honors. Rian Anthony M. Deus, with honors. Angelo Miguel E. Encarnacion, with high honors. Francis Emmanuel Angelo L. Esperanza, with high honors. Charles Jose V. Hinolan, with high honors. Jeff Byron D. Hadriel, with high honors. Paul Aldrin B. Legarte, with high honors. Inigo Miguel D. Malapitan, with high honors. Angelo James R. Manala, with high honors. Nathaniel Luis S. Marquez, with high honors. John Don Michael D. Molasco, with high honors. Vanessa Carl Kevin F. Orale, with honors. Edward Angelo D. Roque, with high honors. Denzel R. Solares, with high honors. Carl Anthony F. Uy, with high honors. Juan Carlos S. Valera, with high honors. Natalie Sherry L. Agabao, with honors. Nicole S. Ariola, with high honors. Arian Clyde N. Bakay, with high honors. Amber Marie F. Barcelo, with high honors. Charlene R. Cababao, with high honors. Iselda M. Cuevas, with high honors. Micaela Nadine C. De Los Santos with high honors. Bianca Isabel Balaba Ferrayer with high honors. Monique De Los Santos Floranda with high honors. Alexa Jinri B. Formarejo with high honors. Donna Marie S. Gumiran with high honors. Diane Beatrice G. Lau with high honors. Pamela Jasmine P. Abliquias with high honors. Kai Shenanaya D. Orpilia with high honors. Patricia Ann C. Ponciano with honors. Samantha A. Prieto with high honors. Princess Lourdes Jasmine M. Luis with high honors. Daniel B. Tabnao with high honors. Trixie Faye D. Tamaka with high honors. Angel T. Tasani with high honors. Congratulations, graduates!
This time, let's call in the advisor of Grade 12, Eduardo Kisumbing, Ms. Shane B. Comota.
It is my honor to present to you the graduates of 12 Eduardo Kisumbing of Makati Science High School under Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. First in line, Rafael Carlos M. with honors. Antonio Lucas L. Altareos with high honors. Sharwin Aaron L. Apolinar with high honors. Lance Vincent H. Atienza with honors. Andres Bienrico C. Vicente with high honors. Aizen Johan P. Calilan with high honors. Jose Maria S. Castaño with honors. Jericho Ken M. Co. with high honors. Joshua Paulo R. De Los Santos with high honors. Kovu Francesco C. Evangelista with high honors. Justin Matthew E. Fontanilla with honors. Teodoro J. Labito with high honors. Ivan Eli U. Lapus with high honors. Brent Clayton S. Muno with high honors. Reinhard Christian John A. Macapagal with high honors. Patrick Gabriel D. Mubilla with high honors. Christian Jesus D. with honors. Joshua P. Ortiz with high honors. Enlio Rafael M. with high honors. Prince Isidron Ortonel with honors. Francis Eris S. Santillana with high honors. Andrew Philip S. Umeng with high honors. Yuan Gerard Zafra with high honors. Marithe Gift Anil with high honors. Yuvian B. Besana with high honors. Nicole Ann D. Cabrera with high honors. Erica Shane A. Katapang with honors. Marie Bianca D. Duran with high honors. Maria Victoria S. Feliciano with high honors. Christine C. Flo with high honors. Micaela J. M. with high honors. Mary Rose Julia P. Duran with honors. May R. Laban with high honors. Anika L. Long with honors. Jillian Bettina A. Macaser with high honors. Anne Margaret D. Net with high honors. Regine May P. Parada with high honors. Christine Arian G. Reyes with high honors. Shania Cristale P. Rodriguez with high honors. Zana Christina R. Saman with high honors. Brittany E. Saniel with honors. Alexine Faith S. Tomato with honors.
Congratulations, graduates. And let's call in the advisor of Grade 12 Gregorio Zara, Miss Melody Italio.
It is my honor to present to you the graduates of 12 Gregorio Zara of Makati Science High School under Science and Technology, Engineering and Mathematics track. First in line, Kyle Ariel Emmanuel P. Aguilera with honors. Gerard Ian D. Castro with honors. Raynor E. Comia with high honors. Aris C. Dauplo with honors. F. Emmanuel O. Del Castillo with high honors. Rafael Vincent E. Demagiba with honors. Israel S. Icalia with high honors. Vince Edward M. Lacson with high honors. Marcel Luis G. Luneza with honors. Joseph Maximus Angelo L. Maquinto with highest honors. Jomari Marino with high honors. Gerard Matthew G. Oleo with honors. Ivan Ethan Orsilia with high honors. Yoj Gabriel E. Orzame with honors. Rafael Luis P. Ragas with honors. Riz Philip E. Regala with high honors. Alan Alexis M. Rivera II with honors. John Benedict S. Santos with honors. Kyle M. Saul with highest honors. John Clarence P. Sikihor with high honors. Lian Cyrus P. Texon with honors. Thomas Julian A. Usman. Ana Ashail D. Agudo with high honors. Tatiana Alexi P. Austria with high honors. Bernard Gale C. Bautista with high honors. Sofia Viel M. Katakutan with honors. Kristen Jana D. Clemente with honors. Ariel Marie F. Kulay with high honors. Micaela D. Cooney with high honors. Erica May D. De La Cruz with high honors. Jel Ansi De La Cruz with high honors. Micaela Rain R. Domingo with high honors. Ofelia Marie A. Eliazo with high honors. Pamela Ann A. Gloria with high honors. Iris Angelica C. Hoven with honors. Anne Margaret T. Legaspi with high honors. Lindsay Jen T. Mangaran with high honors. Jamie Marie L. Matris with high honors. Rachel Kate B. Maza with high honors. Mary Patricia G. Opo with high honors. Trisha Isabella N. Padilla with high honors. Cherry Ann P. Serrano with high honors. Congratulations, graduates!
Congratulations once again, graduates of Class 2021. Your diploma represents the quality of education you have been bequeathed. May you continue to soar high and excel in your respective fields as you journey with heads high and hearts lifted. This whole new world will bring out the best in you. Accept and have faith. To the proud parents of our graduating batch of 2021, congratulations! It is amazing that with the parents' love, guidance, and support, our students were able to reach the finish line in their high school journey. Now, to introduce our speaker for this celebration, we call in our dear principal at Makati Science High School, Ma'am Eden F. Samadan.
Our speaker is a Professor Emeritus of the University of the Philippines National College of Public Administration and Governance. She has spent most of her life as a teacher. She has taught young children in church school and students in undergraduate, master's, and doctoral studies. Whenever and wherever she delivers a public lecture, she teaches. She has a wealth of experience in administering public institutions. She was secretary to the Commission on Audit and served as Treasurer of the Philippines. Her academic and professional competencies range from business administration, accounting, public finance, public policy, and administration. She has received numerous awards in recognition of her sterling performance as a public official, such as the Presidential Lingkod ng Bayan Award in 2000 by the Civil Service Commission, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker, the Secretary of the Department of Education, Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Honorable Leonor Magtolis Briones. That was indeed noteworthy words to ponder. A great reminder to our graduating students that we can overcome anything through our collaborative efforts and see a bright future even at this challenging time. To the Department of Education, thank you for supporting us in every way possible. Thank you for making education happen. Now, let us be all ears as we listen to one of the strongest pillars in the Department of Education in National Capital Region. Let us give our attention to our Regional Director at DepEd NCR, Director Wilfredo E. Cabral. This will be followed by the messages from our officials at Makati City Government, Congressman Luis Campos, and of course, of our dear Mayor, Honorable Marlene Abigail S. Binay Campos. With all the support that the graduates have been receiving from Makati City Government, all but gratitude and appreciation is all we can utter.
At the onset, I'd like to greet and give you that warmest congratulations for surpassing the pan-academic year. To the parents, the proud ones, for being able to send their children at this stage, let us give ourselves a tap and say to ourselves, congratulations. Under such volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and disruptive circumstances, several unexpected silver linings have emerged in the basic education realm. Many of our aspirations at first seemed impossible, with all the doubts and apprehensions that made them seem really improbable. But when we summoned the will, they now become our reality. Your forbiddness graduates brought this momentous event into our current reality. Amidst this ongoing onslaught of COVID-19 pandemic that put enormous pressure in your part to adapt to the new learning norm, you never crumble. nor simply fold up. Your fervidness to learn carried this big day, the graduation ceremonies. With that, I warmly congratulate you all graduates. We, your DepEd Prime NCR family, share with your heartfelt joy as you celebrate your phenomenal educational accomplishment. Although there have been many concerns and frustrations on the drastic change in schools posed by pandemic, the upside is we have shown the light on how we can uniquely do our part to survive with the mantra, education must continue. And now we reach this far significantly and memorably, celebrating your accomplishment. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, with the virtual conduct of the end of school year ceremonies, we must realize that the crux of life is all about preparing our graduates to the next big step in their lives full of hope and courage. This COVID-19 catastrophe will eventually settle down. The corona coaster will sooner or later stop. And in due course, the Corona-Mageddon will be the thing of the past. By then, you graduates will be the driving force to forge a post-pandemic future. In no doubt that you have persevered the learning challenges and made this far. You are the ones who will open up a new era. In no time, your generation will be our country's post-pandemic future and beyond. The theme of this year's end of school rites is strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Resonated the collective effort of our teachers, parents, school communities, local government units, partners in both public and private sectors, and other various organizations to ensure that quality basic education continue despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. To one and all who gallantly helped and made learning from home in varied modalities possible, we thank you. To all the graduates, let us look forward and ensure that you will be let us look forward and ensure that you will be the frontliners to change this nation, to change our country to a better one with the needed characteristics, with the needed attributes for the future. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Magandang araw, Makati Sense. Luis Campos po, kinataon ng Distrito 2 ng Makati, bumabati at nagbibigay-pugay. Ako po, kasabay si Mayora Abby, Vice Mayor Monique Lagdameo, 10 po ng aming mga konsehal sa team performance. Nagpaparating po ng congratulations sa mga kabataang pupunta na sa kanilang susunod na yugto ng pag-aaral. I was once in your shoes. You probably think that you would be moving on to more happy days, more carefree ways. Try to assimilate the fact that you are starting to get serious in life. Your lessons will be harder. Your lessons in life will be deeper and more meaningful. Your relationships should last longer. So, ngayon, nagbibilin lang po ako sa inyo, kasabay ng pagpaparating ng congratulations, na pag-igihan nyo ang inyong pag-aaral sa susunod na yugto. ihanda nyo ang sarili nyo sa mga challenges ng buhay. Lalo na ngayon, kitang-kita nyo, dumadaan tayo sa pandemya, dumadaan tayo sa pagsubok. We have to adjust, we have to adapt. Kung kaya naman, andito lang kami, nakasuporta, nakagabay, kasama ng inyong mga magulang, mga kawani ng DepEd, inyong mga guro. Kami nandito, handang tumulong at magbigay ayuda at gabay sa inyong lahat sa mga darating na panahon pa. So, mabuhay. Congratulations muli para sa bayan.
Our valued partners in the Department of Education Makati, beloved teachers, parents and guardians, dear honor students and graduates, it is my great honor to join your recognition program for the school year 2020-2021. This day is a recognition of your hard work and persistence. We are here to celebrate your success and acknowledge your efforts to finish your respective year levels despite the ongoing pandemic and all the limitations and challenges it has imposed on you. We all know that the pandemic has taken a toll on our education system. We have been focused to make adjustments in our daily lives, including the way we learn. Some of them have been major adjustments, like the closure of our schools and the shift to online classes. Some can be considered minor ones. I'm sure that by now you have all adjusted to the learning from your homes and dealing with whatever distractions there may be, such as household chores and the latest Blackpink or BTS video. That you are here today for this recognition ceremony proves that you have managed to deal with these distractions while pursuing your studies. For that alone, I congratulate you. For our part, the pandemic gave the city government the opportunity to reinforce our approach to education by extending to you, our students, and to your teachers, the needed resources to make learning accessible. Your city government has always believed in the power of education. Education teaches us to be better individuals and responsible members of our family and community. Education also opens up a world of opportunities and a brighter future for all of you. I've always believed in the potential and dedication of our young Makatizens to better themselves and to become responsible and civic-minded citizens. I say this because I have personally witnessed your admirable drive and your commitment to pursue excellence under the most difficult circumstances. It is my hope that these difficult times will push you to even greater pursuits, will challenge you to dream of bigger, greater things, not just for yourselves and your loved ones, but for your beloved city. I commend you for your hard work and willingness to embrace change. The pandemic is but one of the many challenges life will throw at you. But remember that you are so much better than these challenges and that you are stronger and more resilient than any problem you can ever face. May you all continue to grow and become the model Makatizens of the future. Stay safe and well. Congratulations, and may God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Director Wilfredo Cabral. Your words will surely be an encouragement for our graduates to pursue and take up this challenging time to the next chapter in their lives with courage and hope. Thank you that DepEd NCR had been true to their promise in honing our graduates to be prepared in the kind of future they are expected tomorrow. Again, thank you, Director Cabral. Thank you, Congressman Luis Campos and Honorable Mayor Marlene Abigail Binay Campos for those empowering words and for that inspiring message. Truly, the Division of City Schools of Makati has always been confident that the students of Makati are equipped, high-spirited, ready to face life's challenges. Your steadfast support is an anchor that provides stability and strength to the education and to the future of our Makatizen students. At this point, let us listen to one of the graduating students of Class 2021. Let us call in Angelo Quaresma from Grade 12 Nebres as he shares his journey and express his appreciation and inspiration on how he reaches this far.
To all my fellow batchmates, do you remember your last day in Maksay? For me, it was delivering the latest edition of the Makati Science Vision in the Katluan, and I thought nothing much of that day. But tragedy struck. Taal erupted, and then we were hit with the full force of the COVID-19 pandemic. It's nostalgic and heartbreaking to reminisce what once was and what could have been. For many, it was a long while until they saw another familiar face. For some, maybe even longer. And for the remaining few, the last we shall ever see or hear of them. Should have we deserved better? These times are hard. But to each and every one, what I implore is a sense of gratitude in spite of what could have been. Throughout the years, I've been keeping a close eye on our collective efforts and journeys. If you know yourself and thy enemy, you need not know the result of 100 battles. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. And in 100 battles, our batch has been triumphant. As a competitor in the various academic competitions, I can proudly say that our batch has some of the brightest minds versed in a plethora of different fields. As a leader and a follower, I've seen the utmost capability of our batchmates to lead not only ourselves but also people of varying backgrounds. As a writer and a speaker, I've been astonished by the wisdom and truth of our communicators and authors. As a struggling creative, I've been floored by the talents and skills of our artists, musicians, singers, dancers, actors, and playwrights. As someone of average athleticism, I've been staggered by the feats of our athletes and cheerleaders. As a flawed individual, I rest easy knowing that we have compassionate hearts. From the naivety of sovereigns to the confusion that was alphas, from the rise as falcons to our victory as valor, from our excellence in Fortaleza and to now, our finale in grade 12. 6 years of growth and development, 2,000 days of vivid experiences, and well over 53,000 hours of effort. Stand proud, Batch 2021. This is the culmination of our journey here at Maksay, and we have so much to be grateful for. I stand here today, raised by the hands of my colleagues and teachers, given a voice by those who deemed me worthy of such a privilege. This is a gift I will forever cherish. And so I wholeheartedly say, thank you. To all my fellow graduates, thank you for all the years we've been together. To the various clubs and organizations, thank you for the leadership, the camaraderie, and the biggest and brightest events of our high school lives. To our endearing parents, relatives, and guardians, thank you for your unconditional love and sacrifices. To our beloved teachers, mentors, and coaches in the different departments, both in and out of the institution, who have supported us in our competitions, who have made us better people, who have been with us both physically and virtually, and who have valiantly represented the reason why we are called Makati Science. Thank you so much for guiding us in our studies, in our morals, and in our lives. To our utility staff and personnel, thank you so much for your essential services. To our guidance teachers, to our registrar, to the school administrators, to the 3 principals who have guided us throughout the years. Mrs. Evangelina Neri Apolinario, who has told us to do extraordinary things despite our ordinary nature. Mr. Samuel C. Bulan, who has told us to honor the greatness in others and to, like eagles, we should fly because that's Maksay. To Mrs. Eden F. Samadan, who has told us to be better than who we were yesterday. To our gracious city government, led by Mayor Marlene Avi Binay, words will never express our appreciation for the monthly stipends, the funding, and the overall support of the citizens of Makati. Finally, to our Almighty God do we give our utmost thanks. I am but one voice of gratitude, and I assure you all that there are hundreds more eager to proclaim theirs. As we proceed with our college lives and careers, we'll set ambitions far surpassing what we have right now. We may see ourselves wanting these things for all our lives, only to realize there's so much more to life. Logic heard him say, gratitude, contentment, and fulfillment may not erase the darkness of the world, but for me, it magnified the light that was already present. Things could be a lot worse, and we should be grateful for the goodness that still exists and the goodness that strives to exist. Once again, what I implore is a sense of gratitude in spite of what was, a sense of gratitude in spite of what will be, and a sense of gratitude in spite of what could have been. Thank you very much for listening, and have a splendid day.
Thank you, Angelo, for sharing your educational journey. Truly, the words of gratitude you expressed with us this afternoon will also be an inspiration and encouragement to the Makati Science High School family. This is also a realization that your batch is a tangible proof that education is possible and that education must happen. To express the Batch 2021 Graduates Alliance to Makati Science High School, may we call in one of the graduates from Grade 12 Zara, John Benedict Santos, to lead in pronouncing their pledge of loyalty.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. With all humanity and sincerity, I hereby pledge my loyalty to Makati Science High School. Without any mental reservation, I promise to uphold my diploma with utmost and sober sense of responsibility. In gratitude and loyalty to my dearest alma mater, I will always endeavor to conduct my life and my acts in a manner that will be worthy of her good name and reputation. I will consecrate myself to the noble task for which she is dedicated, and to the ideas and principles for which she stands. With the help of Almighty, I will always work in earnest that I may live up to the expectations of my beloved parents and devoted teachers. So help me God.
Thank you, John Benedict. Thank you, graduates. A promising commitment, a strong bind, a guarantee of great life ahead. This will keep the fourth batch of the senior high school's legacy in blaze as an inspiration to others. In every memorable moment of one's life, there is always a song that symbolizes inferred emotions. Let us welcome the graduates of 2021 for their graduation song entitled History, composed by Adriel Borja and Marie Bueno, produced by F. Emanuel del Castillo, performed by Andres Biseño and F. Emanuel del Castillo. Let us give our graduates and their proud parents a virtual applause. This will be followed by the singing of Makati Science High School alma mater song and NCR hymn.
Someday we'll find our own place that we'll call our home. In this world where we share our hopes and our dreams. Someday we'll find our place. We will set our own pace on the roads we take, the dreams that we chase. 'Cause in this life we will find how all our dreams intertwine, and in this life we will see who we are and are meant to be. 'Cause in this life we will start a fire. In this life we will admire all the memories we have seen. We will write our own history. Someday we'll see ourselves. This place will call our home. The world once lit up our hopes and our dreams. 'Cause in this life we will find all our dreams intertwined. In this life we will see who we are and are meant to be. 'Cause in this life we will start a fire. In this life we will align all the memories we have seen. We will write our own. Since this life we will start a fire. In this life we will admire all the memories we have seen. We will write our own history.
Bayang mahal nating lahat, tampok ng
sa kanya na may katapatan at paggalang, lagi nating ialay sa kanya.
A remarkable event has been pinned once again in the walls of Makati Science High School history, and the graduating class of 2021 is a symbol of resilient and steadfast K-12 tomorrow. This commencement exercise has truly been noteworthy for everyone this afternoon. Graduation is indeed a time of completion, of finishing, of an ending. However, it is also a time of celebration of achievement and, most importantly, a beginning for the new graduates. This marks the end of our celebration, but the first page on the new chapter of our graduates' journey. Congratulations, graduates! Soar high, sky's the limit. Have a great day and God bless to us all.